one of the core needs of people is the need for certainty. Now, I would push this further into saying that yes, people want to be certain of what's going to happen, but they also want to find out the cause of everything that happened. They want to be in control. Good morning, traders. Welcome back. I feel like it's been a long time. I didn't do these videos, kind of end the day doing stuff and everything, so I'm going to do that today. It's been a while. I'm going to first try to grab a breakfast, and I'm pretty hungry. I have to work this morning, shoot some videos, and not look at the chart because I don't have to now with all these alerts I have, and that's much better. As you can see, it's been raining quite a lot, but the weather should be better this afternoon. So first step is to find a coffee shop. Alright, so finally out of that coffee shop, and it's super hot now outside. It's crazy, it changed like super fast. So there was a comment on a past video that made me kind of reflect a little bit, and I think I want to share with you guys today something that I believe to be powerful about the market, and why I still think after a couple of years of trading that you cannot predict the market, and that if you try to do so, it's kind of a recipe for disaster and a waste of time. So let's get there right away. So according to Tony Robbins, one of the core needs of people is the need for certainty. Now, I would push this further into saying that yes, people want to be certain of what's going to happen, but they also want to find out the cause of everything that happened. They want to be in control. They want to feel that if the market's going to move up, they want to know exactly why that happened and what they can do to understand the next time. And people are curious by nature. They want to understand if this happened, that happened, cause and effect or something. Now, in trading, this is very, very difficult to deal with because we cannot always know what happens. And for one basic reason, the fact that we would qualify the market in three parts. And this is what I got from a coach I hired a couple of years ago. He said the market is uncertain, random, and ambiguous. And I said, well, wait, so I can predict the market. I know based on this and that what will happen. And he said, well, are you sure? And I said, yeah, of course. I've learned all these techniques, all these tools to be able to understand what the market does. I can look at the RSI, the zones, moving average, the Bollinger Band. But then he started to explain why you cannot predict the market. And I want to go through some example of that, because if you are in this mindset that you want to predict the market and that you need to learn more, read more books, watch more videos, understand how the market behaves, you're going to spend a long time trying to learn. And in the end, you will realize that all this time you wasted it for a goal that wasn't really achievable, something that no one is able to do. So as a basic example, people think that they can predict the market when a news happens. This news happens, so the market will do this. Or this happens, so this will happen. Price reaches this level, so it's going to reverse. Well, not really. Because this is an event where the event is terrible, but the price of something increases and gets better. So as a simple example, after the Japan earthquake in 2011, the Japanese yen rose. You would think that people would leave their investment in Japan and do something different. But the opposite happened. Apple stock, when they have good earning or bad earning, can do completely the opposite. And the same thing goes with Forex. You think that because of a news or because of a speech, things will do something, but they do the opposite. Why is that? Because the market is kind of random, and we cannot predict in advance what people will do. And keep in mind, we deal with people over here. We don't deal with like robots that trade and if this and that. People are emotional. And how about this fact that you cannot ever know who's going to do what? Someone could be sitting on the side right now in his room or in his bank, whatever, and thinking to place a trade. And then you see something, place a trade, boom, big trade, and the market fluctuates. But you don't know when that's going to happen. You don't know who's doing what, who's planning what, and that's why you cannot predict. See, they did this study of 6,582 predictions from 68 experts between 1998 and 2012. They found out that the predictions were at most 48% accurate, which means that most of them were wrong. And that's just showing that even though you want to predict something, even though you might study 10 years and be what we call an expert in the topic, you will still be as accurate as everybody else. And so if you can drop that mindset of trying to understand everything, and people think that they have to study more, to learn more, to predict more, but that's the wrong mindset to be in, I'm telling you right here. And you better focus instead on understanding yourself, what happens when something happens to you, how do you react, and understanding what you do, and doing that thing over and over again until it becomes a habit, and until you can do it and not be triggered by the wrong action. Hope that makes sense. And that being said, I hope you guys understand this really well, because it's really important. And comment below, let me know your thoughts on this. Now it's going to be time to grab lunch. So we came to Bromont for lunch. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple videos back I was here. The city was dead quiet. Now there's a little bit more people, and that's pretty cool. And we came here for lunch, so we'll have a look at this restaurant over here called Gaia. So we got to the restaurant. Forget my comment about the good weather, it's quite rainy. Cool thing is I got to fill my glass full of water, so. And the rain finally stopped, which is going to be good for lunch. That looks really good, pretty healthy. And that's the quesadillas, so we'll enjoy that lunch.